Hey guys, welcome to another video. So, we're going to be talking about the Chinese tech tree. Mainly the tank tech tree. The air tech tree is, you know what, not half bad. I have a big problem with the Chinese tank tech tree. Still do. They have, you know what, they've done a bit of good stuff for it. They've put the BRs down a little bit. They've made the repair costs slower and they've made the tanks less expensive. But there is a problem with the tech tree that many people just ignore. And many people think it's fine because it's a new nation and they shouldn't, you know, have a good tech tree in a minute. But you know what? I think opposite. If you're going to make Sweden OP and you're going to make them have a really OP tech tree along with OP teams, then at least give China something to compete with. Now, I grinded China with the T62 and the Premium IS2. I'm not proud to grind with premiums, but I hate grinding, alright? I'm a man who hates grinding. I hate every aspect of it. It's too slow. I find that the reward for buying a tank that's like, I don't know, say $50 or £50, let's say, and to only get 9,000 research, which is basically 6-ish to 3,000 more research than you normally get from a non-premium tank, is outrageous. That's just in general though for premium vehicles. I think they need a bit more research. But anyways, back onto China. The problem with China is that even with the new tank they've got, the 69.2 Premium, it's not good enough. It doesn't have thermal and it's not fast. Now, I don't like OP crap. Okay, I'm to be blamed here. I have bought some premium shit which has been OP, but do I use it in the way that it's OP? Not really. The K50 I've got, I only use it with rockets mainly, and if I do use ATGMs, I use it with in range with enemy SPA, which, you know, is fair. But I don't want China to get something OP for their premium. I want it to be a thermal premium, to be a decent BR, so it's not OP, but it'll also be able to compete. They also need a proper SPAA, anti-air, and they also need a light tank line, because they are lacking in a lot of vehicles, and they do need this buff. And a lot of people are going to hate me for it. A lot of people are going to hate me for saying China needs a slight buff, but that's the truth. You've got these other bigger nations that have just been paid attention to, and smaller nations like Britain and China are being ignored. And it's not fair on, like, you know, these people who play these nations. And for once, I have to admit, I totally disagree with Germany and like big nations getting shit, because, you know, they've got decent lineup. They've got a decent lineup. They've all got a decent lineup. Russia, US, and Germany, they can't complain. They can't complain. Do you know why? Because they've actually got really good stuff. You may say that the Abrams is worse than the 205, and, you know, the Abrams does, you know, it's not the greatest of tanks, but at least you've got a lineup. China, on the other hand, has the CM11, which I've got now. CM11, the M6003A3 TTS, the Type, I can't remember which one it was, it's one of them, and then you've got the ZTZs, which, you know what, the ZTZ, the 9.3 one, doesn't even have thermal. Now, most tanks don't have thermal in that BR. Well, actually, no, I like, quite a lot of tanks have thermal in that BR. But they do good. They've got decent armor, they've got decent mobility, they've got decent guns, and you know what? They do well. The problem with China is that they don't have any of that. The only thing they have good is the guns, which are semi-good against the tanks they go against, or used to go against. Now that they've fixed the BRs of it, it's a little bit different. But you know what? I've had this. I've had this thing called nation lock or whatever, where you're locked onto a nation or something, blah blah blah, where you're fixated on one nation and, you know, you're only caring about that one nation. For anyone who thinks I'm like that, piss off, alright? I genuinely care about quite a lot of nations. I like the UK, I like China, I like the US, I like playing France as well, I like playing Italy. I don't enjoy playing Germany because, you know, they annoy me, but you know what, I'm still going to focus on them regardless. But I don't think they suffer, and I think they've actually got quite a good amount of lineups now. And you know what, they're all right. Same as the US, really. Although I do sometimes play US and enjoy them. But at no point am I nation locked. At no point am I biased to any other nation. I think if a nation like Sweden is going to get OP stuff, then why not give some stuff to China? Not OP, but some stuff to compete.